Hello, MC Mwajuli, the big brother, aka Kakubwa, right here. And today I'm coming to you live in Kasarani, WC Clothing, the leading boutique in Kasarani. After Equity Bank, on your way from Kasarani to Mweki, ukifika pale Equity Bank, just past Equity Bank, on the opposite side, we are right there. Watoto's Clad, rebranding to WC Clothing. And in this shop, that is where you find all kinds of top quality products in clothing for every member of the family. Now this shop began as a children clothing shop. So we got a lot of dresses here. You'll find suits for the boys. You'll find tracksuits for both boys and girls. You'll find shoes, from sports shoes to school shoes. You'll find school bags. You'll find right here hoodies for children. You'll find sweaters and so many other products. Then with time, parents demanded that wow, Pia, they would like to have products that they can buy from WC Clothing. So you'll find tracksuits like these ones, ambayo nimevaa, different Adidas and many other brands that we are going to be talking about. So this is what we are going to be doing. Starting now, we are going to be coming live and talking to you about the different products that we have. So watch this space, because every now and then we'll post a video here and we're going to be talking about one specific product, okay? And we're going to be telling you about what range of products we have within that particular product, what sizes are there, what prices they go for, and the sizes, so that you can know what to get, especially now as we are going into the December holidays. We're stocking up their new arrivals, and we're going to be talking about them right here at WC Clothing, where there's something for everyone.
Mungu amesikia, ombi lako amesikia. Mungu amesikia, ombi lako amesikia.
Can see what it is that we have in our business. And in our business, our main product we have are children's clothes. We started as a children's clothes, a children's shop.
Hello, MC Mwajuli, the big brother, aka Kakubwa, right here. And today I'm coming to you live in Kasarani, WC Clothing, the leading boutique in Kasarani. After Equity Bank, on your way from Kasarani to Mweki, ukifika pale Equity Bank, just past Equity Bank, on the opposite side, we are right there. Watoto's Clad, rebranding to WC Clothing. And in this shop, that is where you find all kinds of top quality products in clothing for every member of the family. Now this shop began as a children clothing shop. So we got a lot of boys. You'll find tracksuits for both boys and girls. You'll find shoes, from sports shoes to school shoes. You'll find school bags. You'll find right here hoodies for children. You'll find sweaters and so many other products. Then with time, parents demanded that wow, Pia, they would like to have products that they can buy from WC Clothing. So you'll find tracksuits like these ones, ambayo nimevaa, different Adidas and many other brands that we are going to be talking about. So this is what we are going to be doing. Starting now, we are going to be coming live and talking to you about the different products that we have at WC Clothing. So watch this space, because every now and then we'll post a video here and we're going to be talking about one specific product, okay? And we're going to be telling you about what range of products we have within that particular product, what sizes are there, what prices, they go for and the sizes so that you can know what to get, especially now as we are going into the December holidays. We are stocking up their new arrivals, and we're going to be talking about them right here at WC Clothing, where there's something for every member of the family.
Hello, this is Mary from our Totos Clad. We are now called WC Clothing. We just rebranded our business just the other day. And today I have decided to come to you live because I want you to interact with our product as our customers. I want you to see what it is that we have got, and I want you to see the new arrivals that we just mass period. And so here at WC Clothing, we deal with variety of products. Quality is our main focus. Customer service is what we endear most to our customers, and that is why we have decided to do this shoot so that you can see what it is that we have in our business. And in our business, our main product we have are children's clothes. We started as a children's clothes, a children's shop, but as we grew, as we interacted with our customers, their customers demanded us that we start bringing in the adult stuff. So I will start with the children's product because that is our main focus, and then I will move into the other products. First, I will start with the dresses. We have the most elegant dresses that you can get in this town, and we have some that just arrived yesterday, and our clothes start from 1 year. They are available from 1 year all the way to 12 years. We have boys suits, and our boys suits, they come in with their package of a shirt, a bow tie, a coat, and a trouser. We have the tracksuits. We have tracksuits for all ages and for everyone in the family. We also have got shoes. We have the sport shoes for both for small boys, for small girls, for men, and for women. We also have girls' shoes that go along with the dresses. We have the stockings that the girls wear to accompany the dresses. We also have the sling bags, and our sling bags come in with a matching shoe so that you have a bag and you also have a matching shoe. We also have the newborn stuff. Name it, we have the bags for the newborns. We have the what do you call it? The bags, the carrier baby bags. We have the suits for the small babies that come in 8 pieces, that come in 11 pieces. We have the sweaters for both the boys. We have the sweaters for the girls. We have jackets, the most exclusive jackets that you would find in this town. We have the leather jackets. We have the normal jacket for the boys. We have the what do you call it? The sweaters, the sweaters that the boys just in. We have the hoodies. We have the clothes for the small babies, the small boys that are beginning to crawl from 1 year to around 2 years. We have the dresses for the same age. In other words, in our shop, we have got everything that you need for your family. And we also have got back to school items like school shoes, the leather shoes for the school. We have got the school bags. We have got everything that you need. At WC Clothing, we have got something for everyone in the family. I want to talk about our beautiful dresses for our daughters. We have the most exclusive, classic, stylish dresses that you can get in this town. And today I want to start with the white dresses, because I know it is sometimes parents get it very hard, very rough, looking for white dresses for wedding, for confirmation, for baptism. I'm going to start with this dress. This is one of the most classic dress, exclusive, stylish dress that we have. It actually has a bag. You can see your daughter holding this in church or in a wedding from 1 year all the way to 12 years. And it also comes with a hairband for your girls. All our dresses, by the way, they have a clutch. This is a clutch bag and a dress and a hairband or a ribbon or whatever it is called, this thing that I'm wearing on the head. That That is dress number 1. Then we also have these dresses. They just landed yesterday, and this dress, oh, by the way, that dress I've just shown you goes for 4,500 shillings. This dress here, it landed yesterday, and it goes for 3,800 shillings from 1 year all the way up to 12 years. And there are very many of them, and it also comes with a hairband here. This one does not have a bag. This dress here is one of the most beautiful wedding dresses that you can get for your daughter. It has a bag, and it has a ribbon, and it has both the small and the bigger size for the 6 to 12 years. And this dress, I would not talk about it without showing these pink dresses, because no photo would do this dress justice, because it is just so beautiful. So it comes in white, and it also has the pink, and it is from 1 year all the way up to 12 years, and they all go for 3,800 shillings, and they come with a ribbon, and they come also with a bag. Remember, at WC Clothing, we have got something for everyone in the family. We have got this dress. You remember the gorofas? This gorofa is so nice, so beautiful, so exclusive, so stylish. Look at it. It has a bag, and it also has a hairband. Look. From 1 year all the way to 12 years, they are going for 3,800 shillings. I remember the white dresses, the white dress that I showed you. We also have it in pink. This is for the bigger girls, but we also have it for the smaller girls. It goes for 3,800 shillings too. We can never exhaust the demand for this dress. It is available. It's available in yellow. It's also available in red, and it's available in what do you call that color? Beige. Is it beige or chocolate? Something like that. So it also goes for 3,800 shillings. Yeah, we have the yellow dress also for the smaller girls. It's here, and it's available in red too. The gorofa that I showed you, we have it in pink. Not pink, purple. It's available in purple from 1 year all the way to 12 years, going for 3,800 shillings. Then we have this dress here. This dress comes in very many colors. We have this color. This is pink. We have it in gold. We also have it in purple. We have it in blue. There are 4 colors: pink, gold, beige, and purple. These small, tiny dresses, the most unique dresses that you can ever find. It is in linen. This material is linen, and very cute for your girl. It's available in pink. It's available in white too. It's available in, this is pink, this is peach, and this is white. This is for your small girls, the little princesses, and this one goes for 2,000 shillings. The most unique dress that you are likely to find in this town. It is cotton, and it also has linen material in it. Please look out for us. Remember, at WC Clothing, we have got something for everyone in the family. Thank you.
WC Clothing, the leading boutique in Kasarani and indeed in Nairobi in terms of quality and pricing. Now, in my last video, I did mention that one of our main products are tracksuits. Kama hiyo ya yellow yenye nilikuwa nimevaa in that video, and this one that I have on, this is a black Adidas. You have, this is top quality, top quality tracksuits that come all the way from Turkey into Kasarani. Now, picture this. You probably do a bit of jogging here and there. You want to keep fit, or maybe on a weekend you just want to relax. You don't want to be in your suit, you don't want to be in your jeans. Hata jeans as you know, I'm saying, you don't want to be in your shorts, but you want to be in a relaxed outfit. This is perfect for that. Or maybe when into a fitness, you want to be able to jog once in a while and you want something nice to jog in. This we got you here at WC Clothing for both men and women. And the variety of tracksuits here is quite wide and the quality is really good. All the products here at WC Clothing, they come from Turkey, direct all the way to Kasarani and indeed in Nairobi. Now what I'm holding here is another tracksuit that is a polo tracksuit. It's a very nice tracksuit that you can use for fitness and pia ya relax. You know, because this jacket is something you can put on when you're going out, when you're relaxing. You can even put it on to church, and you can put it on with your jeans at the bottom, or you use the track itself. It comes in 4 colors. We have it in gray, we have it in red, we have it in black, and I think we also have it in maroon. You know, this is gray. You have it in red also. This is the same polo tracksuit coming in red. And what we have about all this, it comes with its bottom, matching bottom, top and bottom. So this is for the gray one. The red one has a black matching bottom. They go for 4,500 only. Our tracksuits for adults, 4,500 only. And we're talking about the kind of quality that in other shops around Nairobi will be going for 6,500 and above. I actually saw some of these products in a shop somewhere in Westland, sitataja jina, going for more than 10,000 shillings. But now here, 4,500. Fair prices, top quality, just to make sure you are able to access good products right here at WC Clothing. Look at this one. It's a gray Lacoste. Very nice, very smart. If you want to look fine and relaxed, this is what you want. It's gray. It also comes in black. It comes in red, and it comes in I think maroon also. 4,500, all sizes, from small all the way to 6XL. Kama wewe ni mse wa plus size, we got you. You know, like this one is 5XL. You know, so big guys like me, the big brother, you got something nice that you can put on right here at WC Clothing. And it also means, because it's starting from small, even for the teenage boys, the young boys who sometimes vijana wa siku hizi wanakula ni wakubwa, they can put on this. From the young boys all the way to their daddies, there's something here for every member of the family. Okay, we have these Adidas over here. Now this is an Adidas tracksuit. This color is here is dark blue, is almost navy blue, but darker than navy blue. But it also comes in other colors like yellow, black, red, you name it. If you have you and your better half are the kind of people who want to match. These are very nice outfits that you can have for both men and women. This is another Adidas that comes in this style. So a ball, wakiona hizi color, then you know which colors go with which team. There you are. 4,500 from small size all the way to 6XL right here at WC Clothing. Now this here is known as EA7 brand. This is maroon. It also comes in black. It comes in red. It comes in gray also. EA7 is the brand over there. Puma tracksuits for adults available. This is yellow black. This blend of 2 colors is a very nice style. So you can have it in yellow black, you can have it in black red, You can have it in blue, black, and so on and so forth. A Puma Adidas also going for 4,500 only at WC Clothing, where we've got something for every member of the family at the fairest prices here in Nairobi. All right, Wasowa Ball, we got you covered. Cheki hii, this Arsenal. Wasowa Arsenali, tunawaelewa hata na shida zenu zote. You still need to look fine, so look for us, WC Clothing. Look for our contacts on Facebook right here where you're watching. Call us or come and see us right here in Kasarani, opposite Equity Bank, Kasarani. Look here, watu wa Chelsea mpo. This is very nice, white and blue tracksuits. Remember, all these tracksuits, as I said, coming from in all sizes, from small, medium, large, XL, double X, all the way to 6X. Yeah, atakuwa umeshiba vizuri kabisa. We got you. Then we have what we've got, brand new. Poleni sana. Come and get something nice over here. Manchester United. They have the good thing about Man U fans, they are die-hard fans. They love their brand, whatever happens. So put on something nice and celebrate. Love your brand. Manchester United, we have it in red and several other colors, also in all sizes. Now watch out for my next video, because in the next video I'm going to be talking about tracksuits for the little kids. You know, the little boys from 2 years all the way to 12 years. We have got them covered, you know, with very nice tracksuits that they can also put on, especially those who love soccer or those who like sports in general. All this at WC Clothing. We have something for every member of the family.
At WC Clothing, we have got something for everyone in the family. And one of the things that we major in is tracksuits. Actually, we should call ourselves House of Tracksuits, because we have tracksuits for everybody. We have tracksuits for boys, so many of them. We have tracksuits for girls, we have tracksuits for ladies, and we have tracksuits for gentlemen. But today, I specifically want to talk about tracksuits for ladies and girls, and that is why I have dressed the way I have dressed. Look at me. I have the brand is Adidas. The shoe, we sell the shoes, and we also have the tracksuit. This tracksuit is Adidas tracksuit. We have it available in gray, and it's going for 4,500. Now, we also have tracksuits that are, you know, the labels, all the Chanels. We have the Chanel. This Chanel, we have it in white. It is white and black. We have it in, this is the white and the black one. This is white. We have it in white and black. We have it in red, and we have it in navy blue. And it is available for both the ladies and the children. We also have the Versace. This one, we have it in red. Yeah? In red. This is available in black, and it's available in red. And it's going for 4,500 shillings. And the Versace, it's also having we also have it in for children. This one, all the way from 1 year to 13 years. The children's tracksuit is going for 3,000, and the adult tracksuit is going for 4,500. We have it in red, we have it in black, and we have it in navy blue. This is red and black, the Versace. This is the navy blue one, and it has the top and the bottom. We have what we call the LV or Louis Vuitton. We have, this is for children or the young girls. This Louis Vuitton, you can twin with your daughter, because this one we have it in black and red, and we also have it for mommy. This is for your daughter, and this is for you as mommy. So this is going for 4,500, and for your girl it is going for 3,000 shillings. We also have this tracksuit. It's v-necked. Yeah, looking for a v-neck, very good for holiday, for those people who are traveling using the plane. You don't want to go and belting. The tracksuit really comes in handy. This one is going for 4,500 also. It's available in beige. Is it? Yes, it's available in beige here, beige and black. Is this beige? Yes, beige and black. It's also available in pink, and it's also available in turquoise green, and it's a very beautiful one. It has the stripes, and the bottom also has the stripes. So this is available in peach and what else? Peach and beige. It's available in 3 colors. We have, this is also an LV one, but has a longer coat than the normal one. It is available in red and black. This one. Yeah, you see? Good. Hi, now we also have the tracksuits for those people who go to the gym. This one. We have so many of them for the people who go to the gym. This is Adidas, and it is a three then and a black bottom. Okay, and we have so many of these for both men and women. Then we also have the Nike tracksuit for your girl. It's also available from 1 year to 13 years, going for 3,000. It's available in pink, and it's also available in black. I mean, not black. It's available in pink and red, this particular one, going for 3,000 shillings. And this one is one of the most warmest tracksuit that you can ever get for your girl. Very warm, and you can remove the half coat so that it remains with the top and the bottom. It's available in pink and white. These two.
Your timeless companion. You're listening to Timeless Radio. Your timeless companion.
Very warm, very beautiful, very unique, and very stylish.
A wonderful song by Sounds of War on this wonderful
We
show.
also have
on Timeless Radio, your timeless companion. We are now live for the Timeless Lounge. The business worship hour is going to be starting at around 8 p.m. So we are just building up to it. For those of us who are following us on Facebook, and those of us who are following us on YouTube, karibuni sana. We take this opportunity to welcome you to the Timeless Radio studios over here. We are broadcasting the Timeless Business Worship Hour from Nairobi, Kenya, the heart of Nairobi, to the rest of the world. And it gives us a lot of joy to be able to do that every Thursday. You must have been wondering wondering, am I on the wrong channel or what? I actually saw someone asking that. No, you're not on the wrong channel. You are on the right channel, because the Business Worship Hour is hosted by the Timeless Radio. And we are going live on our Facebook page at KE Timeless Radio, and on several other platforms, and especially the Father CK online congregation. But before, as we build up to the Business Worship Hour, that was just a taste of what we are going to be doing. We are going to be talking about some of the businesses that partner with the foundation. If you're a business person and maybe you're a member of the Timeless Business Club, or you have opened your shop on the Timeless email, you have an opportunity to be able to just call on us. We are going to come and make a video for you at your business, and we're going to play it on the first part of this show, so that people can get to know what the business that we are worshiping God for you is, and what it has to offer. We can go a step further. For those of you who want to listen to market it on radio, just send us a video clip, an audio clip, sorry, on our WhatsApp number, which is right there on my screen right now, 0723 938958. If you record yourself talking about your business for not more than 1 minute, yani ukipatiwa 1 minute to advertise what you sell, what would you say? Think about it. Go to a place where there's no noise, in a room, record on your phone. Okay, 1 minute, talk about your business. What is it? What is the name? Where is it based? What are you selling? What are you offering? What are the prices? What are your contacts? Just market at biashara. Then send that clip to our number 0723 938 958, and you never know, we might just play it on air and get people to know what you do in your biashara. Now it's about that time, 7:30, when we invite our guest, and we have a wonderful guest this wonderful evening to talk about a certain aspect of business before we go into the Business Worship Hour with Father Wawero and Father CK at 8. Before we do that, we have a guest today, and my guest today is talking about a very, very interesting and important part of business. One of the most important thing about business is being able to access funding, being able to access some credit, so that you can be able to bridge the gap in funding. And now, for you to be able to access that, your business has got to be credit worthy, credit worthy. So my guest today is talking about how to make your business credit worthy, and he has made a successful business, and he's talking from experience. He is the founder and CEO of Reliable Vehicle Rentals. His name is Simon, and he's going to be tackling the topic, building a credit worthy business. Bwana Simon Kimani, I know you can hear me and you can see me. Allow me to karibisha you sana sana. Welcome to Timeless Lounge, the business edition, and introduce yourself to our listeners and our viewers.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Simon Kimani, CEO, Reliable Vehicle Rental. I'm glad to be here, sharing my experiences. Yes, and to be here.
Just a moment, Simon. I'm getting echoes. Let me try to fix that. Let me get my team to fix that, so we can hear you loud and clear. Simon, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Finally, I can also hear you, and I can see you finally. Nimeona video yako. Karibu sana bro. Nilikuwa sijakuona kwa video. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
Uko chonjo kabisa?
Kabisa, bado kwa ofisi.
Bado kwa ofisi. Kwani hata saizi unapeana rentals?
Sisi tunapatiana magari hata kama sahi. Tunakuja.
All right. Karibu sana. We have been waiting for you. We know the topic you're handling is very critical for businesses. Yes. This show has is followed by very many business people, and they learn a lot from the guests that we bring. And we are glad to have you on our show today, because we got some very, very, very reliable, credentials about you, and we know that people are going to learn a lot from you. Karibu sana, Bwana CEO.
Asante sana.
Yes.
Yep. So I think I'm going to be handling access to finance.
Yes, indeed.
In terms of businesses. I would want to talk about most businesses are coming from a crisis. Like we are coming from COVID 19 that has really handled this country in a very very big way, and businesses have to come out and show what they can do in terms of recovery. So what we are saying is a business has to be credit worthy, and one of the reasons why you have to be credit worthy in this era is because you don't have all the money to spend, you don't have all the money to do the business. So we are saying that everyone has to start from afresh, if you know what I mean. All right. So we are saying credit worthy has now become a critical consideration in business. And this saves you cash flow that you will be spending on um, like buying and selling, and this allows you to invest in other businesses. Therefore, credit worthiness has become most important aspect in growing your business. And we are saying that what is credit worthiness? Like when God looks at you, what would He define as credit worthiness? Probably that will be that God is looking at how is your business impacting on solving problem in the community. How is your that's how God will look at your credit worthiness. But again, in terms of where we are, this can be defined as an extent to which a person or a company is considered suitable to receive financial credit, often based on their ability in paying money back from what they borrowed. In a nutshell, we are saying credit worthiness means the ability of a customer to repay their debt to a lender and not to default. So today, very few borrowers, if any, would make it to the committee. And Reliable is an example of a company that has thrived, in terms of because we started very small, all right, and we are saying that we have been fortunate enough. Sometimes when I'm invited in a forum and customers and probably my other colleagues are saying, how did Reliable make it to this far? But and that's why I am here to say that it's possible to make it. And one of the reasons is because we have presented ourselves as one of the companies that is credit worthy. All right. So how do we check our credit worthy? We say one of the reasons why we have made it is because we pay our debtors on time. We say we borrow, but we pay. Even if we are not able to pay, then we negotiate with our customers. Number two is that we also check our credit worthiness with the listing companies. Now this allows us to also engage in terms of managing how far we have come in terms of rating from the listing companies that are in Kenya. Number two is that we also allow ourselves to check ourselves with the credit bureaus. We say if this is record is not right, we will come back and say this is not right, please change. The other thing is that we open a line of credit. We allow ourselves to have credit facilities that we do not take. This allows our customers or creditors to know even though these guys enjoy credit, they are not willing to take. Now, this informs our customers or our suppliers that although these people enjoy credit, they're not willing to take because they can manage their own account. Now, the most critical thing is that in a business, with your suppliers, you have to negotiate credit terms. Now, this means that you are allowed to pay over a period of time, while the money you would have paid makes you survive in terms of, like, you know, you do not have to pay cash for everything. So it allows you to pay over time, over a period of time, and this allows you to plan. This allows you to allow other creditors, like, you enjoy goods without paying for them, and over a period of time. So that has really, really impacted on our credit period. The other thing would be, you dispute errors. Like, sometimes you've probably paid for some goods, or you've not paid for them, and they have invoiced you for them, and the credit period was 30 days. So you negotiate for that, and allow yourself option of saying, we were supposed to pay for 30 days, and we are being invoiced for the first days. So the other, I know I have a very limited time, but then this is the benefit. The benefit of a better business credit score is that if you are a timely payer, if you are a timely, um, like, for example, you say you pay within a year, you pay for 6 months, this is what you enjoy: easy access to credit. If you pay on time, if you allow yourself to reduce your debt, you access easy credit to finances. You manage your cash flow. You obtain lower interest rate. You realize for every interest rate you pay, there's an insurance to that loan. When you are a good payer, you pay low interest rate. Receive affordable payment terms. Like, if you are a good payer, they will give you a very flexible payment terms. You pay, like, the risk is lower, so you're allowed to pay low. So what are the key points? You grow your business, you make it credit worthy by always paying your debt on time, negotiate credit on time, ensure all payments are banked in the bank, RTGS checks on all this will be paid on time, and use collateral. We as reliable have ensured that most of our credit, and I'll give an example at the end of this. Most of our credit, we have achieved this. And I want to tell our viewers that reliable vehicle rentals was established in 2 years. Like, we are headed to 2 years. This is our third year, starting January, and our worth is probably 16 million. You know, and one of the things that we've done is all that I'm saying. We've paid our credit on time. Why we are not able, we negotiate. Number two, we are committed to what we do. Like, we have negotiated terms with the bank that our collateral can serve us. Number three is that we always encourage our customers to pay through the bank. Now, our viewers, listen. Always, when the bank receives your money, that is the basis that they will judge you from when they're giving you a loan. So, if you are going to pay on time, if your bank statement will show that you have collected this much within this month, now when they're sitting down, remember, these guys look at your bank statements. They look at how much did you bank last month. That will be the basis of how much they're going to evaluate you when they're giving you finances. So, listeners, Always bank, bank, bank. Whether it's RTGS, whether it's EFT, whether there are checks to be banked, always bank, because that is the institution that will show you how much money you're banking. All right. So at the end of the day, we as Reliable have managed to access credit because we've been faithful, we've paid our debt on time, and where we have not, we have always gone back to the bank and said, this is how much you are able to pay. Is it possible to accommodate us? And they have done that. Therefore, as I sit here and give this building credit worthy business, is because you, as the business owner, you, as the business entrepreneur, have to understand that the creditors need to be assured that you are going to give your best, that you're going to pay your loans despite the challenges. You're not going to give excuses. You're not going to default your loans. And that is what has helped Reliable Vehicle Rental grow. We have been paying our loans on time, and we have been assuring the bank that even though we are late, we will continue to build our portfolio with you. And that at the end of the day is what matters to the bank or any other institution. All right. So we as Reliable have grown. It's been I remember leaving my employment in 2019, starting on 6th of December, and I operated in 2020, January, February, March. And in March, our president says no movement, whether in air or transport or ground or anything. So there was no movement. I asked my God, how do we survive this as a company? Remember, I had a constant salary, I had a big position. Here I am, having left the company, a silver corporation, and starting Reliable Vehicle Rental. And one of the things I've learned is you have to hang on, right? You have to hang on. And I was very proud when I was talking to my staff this week and I was telling them, we've survived 2020 that many people do not count, yet it was our breakthrough. And in 2021, we have done wonders. We have grown. We've grown from a fleet of 3 vehicles to 15 vehicles, right? And the interest in this company from other quarters is so big. And I want to say that NCBA, as I say this, I'm saying with experience that NCBA has entrusted us and have lended us from January this year to date. They have given us vehicles loans worth 20 million. All right. Not because we are good, it's because we remain faithful. We banked with them, we paid our loans on time, we were able to account for our failures. Like when we didn't, were not able to pay on time. And we have shown them that we can pay for our insurances. All right. So what I would like to tell our viewers and our listeners is this, that it is possible. In 2019, I was an employee, an operations manager. Okay. In 2021, I'm probably, of course, I lead this company, but I'm the CEO, Reliable Vehicle Rental. And it's been possible because of the commitment we have had. It's been possible because we have remained faithful. We've banked with NCBA. I'm just giving this bank because it's a bank that's trusted us with their facility. So at the end of the day, we are all saying it is possible. It is very, very, very possible. Another aspect of this is, how does God see you? How does God credit worthy you? All right. God will look at you not in terms of the bank. God will look at you in terms of how are you able to impact his people, all right, or a society. How are you able to change the perspective of the society and create a positive impact, right? So I see someone asking me how is it, what course have you taken? So Maritos, I started with a certificate in marketing. Then I did a diploma in sales and marketing. Then I did a degree in marketing from St. Paul's University. And I did my master's in Kenyatta University. I pursued a degree in marketing. And currently, I'm pursuing my PhD from Nairobi University in strategic management. Oh, I forgot. I did my master's in Kenyatta University, and, and I did strategic management. All right. So what I've gathered at the end of the day is that it's your commitment. When people look at you, can they trust you? As a business like Reliable Vehicle Rentals, we are talking about suppliers who are willing to give us credit, who are willing to say, I will supply, I will supply a vehicle to Reliable Vehicle Rental. I'm willing to give my vehicle to Reliable Vehicle Rental and pay me after 30 days. All right. For you to achieve that, you have to have earned some trust. You have to have assured these guys that you are going to pay them. Otherwise, they won't trust you. I see some people saying, "Oh, I'm willing to supply reliable vehicle rental." Fine, but why? Why reliable? It's barely 2 years, and you're willing to supply on credit. What? But again, I say, fine. Maybe it's because of how we do our things. If you want to enjoy credit, if you want to be credit worthy, these are things that you have to do. You have to assure your suppliers you'll pay them, right? You will pay them on time. If you say 30 days, you have to say 30 days. If you say 30 days, they will they will expect you to say to pay within 30 days. Number two, if you say you'll pay the bank institutions, whatever it is, if you say you'll pay 30 days or 60 days, please do it. Please do it. If you say you will stand with a certain organization, like now we've just completed COVID vaccination exercise in Katanga, Kagongo village, as a CSR. If you say you're going to show them there for the first vaccination and second vaccination, you have to do that. Otherwise, then they won't trust you and they won't give you credit. All right. But at the end of the day, they have to trust you. You have to show them that you keep your word. You are a man or a woman of your word. Once you do that, these guys are going to allow you all the credit you want. Right? So I don't know what else I can say, but reliable vehicle rental was started in 2019, December, in the year when there was, I don't know what my friend can say, when there was a lot of crisis. 2020, when no business person would count on that year, we achieved our highest revenue in 2020. And in 2021, we have surpassed our 2020 revenue. What does that mean to you? Is that hard work, commitment would give your business a lot of advantage, even in bad times, even in difficult times, you will be able to survive because of your commitment. Reliable vehicle rental today stands nominated for the World Travel Awards. World Travel Awards. We have won local awards. There's one award called Automotive Industry Excellence Award. We've won one. Well, we've won twice. Why? Not because we are better than everyone, but we stand out because of how we carry ourselves, how our staffs behave, how we present ourselves in the market. So if you want to be considered credit worthy in the business, then you have to stand out. You have to show that you can stand for your word. All right? You have to show that you deserve credit. Nobody is going to walk and give you whatever you deserve, but people will judge you based on how you keep your word. All right? If you say you're showing up on time, how do you show up on time? If you say you pay on time, then do you pay on time? And it doesn't mean that if you say you pay on time. Paying on time means even if you're not able to pay on time, you can actually show up and say, because I'm not able to pay because of one, two, three, I will commit myself to this. All right. Number three is when you say you are creditworthy in business, God looks at you. Does he see that? Does he see a company that is creditworthy? I'm not talking about monetary creditworthy. I'm talking about how does God see you as credit worthy? Credit worthy means, are you credible? And do you say what you do? Are you honest with what you do? Like, are you willing to stand for the truth? And me, as the CEO of Reliable Vehicle Rental, I can assure you that my company stands for integrity. My company stands for the truth, all right? My company will stand up for what we mean because even when we are judged from above, you know, leave alone this, we are able to access credit, we pay on time, on all that. But then we are saying, when God looks at us, when God looks at the staff and the company, can He see the credit He put in us? Because we could be judged based on the credit we give to our business and the money. But is God happy with us? Is God happy with what we do? Is He crediting us for what the company is doing? And me, as the leader of this company, I will say, yes, because I stand for it. I stand for it. I represent one of the companies that upholds integrity. And if God looks at me, He would say, you are credit worthy. You are one of the guys I consider credible because we do the right things. We don't take shortcuts. We do it. And we're able to compete. I told you we have been nominated for the World Travel Awards 2021. And we are proud because we have stood by the test of time. So for you to be credit worthy, and this is what bank will not tell you. For you to be credit worthy, take this to the bank. One, you have to bank. If you're looking at the bank to give you credit, please bank with the banks. Tell all your customers to pay with the bank because when this bank is sitting to assess your credibility or credit worthy, they'll look at your bankings. Please bank with the bank. Number two, pay your loans on time. If you're not to be able to pay on time, please call them. Tell them because of one, two, three, I'm not able to pay. They will listen. Number three, suppliers. Create an account with every supplier. Tell them we are giving you an account. We are going to pay you within this period. And please commit to that. Pay on time. Pay on time because once your credit suppliers have confidence in you, they'll supply goods, they'll not give you pressure, they'll allow you to pay within the time that you've agreed. What does that do to you? It allows you to give, allows you your cash flows. Remember, you should be paying everything on cash, but because you have agreed, the suppliers have trusted you, and they have allowed you to pay within a stipulated time. You are able to free your cash. All right. So, what I would advise all business people or aspiring business, negotiate with your suppliers. Once they trust you, you are able to pay on credit terms. All right. So, at the end of the day, what do you achieve? You free your cash flow. You're able to expand. You're able to probably buy more assets and pay within the stipulated time. If there are people you are supplying, by the time the credit is falling due, you have collected enough to pay your suppliers. All right. So at the end of the day, what are we saying? You are able to mobilize assets or investments from the money that you probably would have paid your suppliers with. Not that you're cheating them, no. It's because you're telling them, guys, look here. When you supply me, I have to invoice and pay within this period. And when you pay within this period, trust me, they trust you. And if you paid within the period you've agreed, they don't mind. Now, how does that improve your business? You're able to plan, you're able to pay people on time. And credit worthiness also expands to your staff. You know, if you're late paying, I don't say you should be, but then there are times that you will be late. If you're delayed, your staff do not panic because they're credit worthy and they're saying this guy will pay. Even if he's late, he pays on time. And at the end of the day, if you have confidence with your staff, you stand out a winner. Your staff, as long as during a crisis your staff can trust you, you'll pay them, you will sort them out. As long as your staff know when they're in a crisis, you can actually sort them out. I have found that as a jewelry. Like these people can trust you. They can they can count on you. And I know this is a very huge topic, and I've just tried to pick the key things that you need to look at. Given time, I can look at average and more points. But what I want to say is this: credit worthiness does not only look at the banks, it looks at your suppliers, looks at your employees, look at the KRA. KRA. Sometimes we found ourselves, I said we started in a crisis. In 2020, I started out 2019, 29, 2020, our government closed up, and 2020, I wouldn't say was the hardest. It was one of the years we grew. 2021 is one of the years that we are blossoming, and I can't wait for 2022. I was telling my staff today, I am looking forward to 2022 because if this is what 2020 was, 2021 was. How is it to be in 2022? And why we are here is because we have been consistent, we have been faithful, we have been committed to what we do. And our staff know that we are honest to our commitment. And our suppliers know that these guys deserve credit. Why do they deserve credit? Because we started off by paying on time, right? And when we could not pay on time, we called them and said, guys, look, this is what we are facing. There is a crisis, but this is our plan. This is how we are going to execute our commitment to you. And when you hear that, the fact that we've come out and say, this is our challenges, this is what we are going through, this is what we are doing to manage our crisis, we said, fine, we're able to accommodate these guys. All right. So, dear viewers and listeners, from where I sit, the head of this organization, Reliable Vehicle Rental, that we are the leading in car rental, all cars, saloons, SUVs, buses, overlanders, all those aspects, doing staff transport, doing all these things when there's a crisis. When our vehicles were carrying, is it 50% capacity? Yes, 50%. 50%. Same price. We never increased our prices, and we don't intend to. We are here saying that it can be done. There is no reason why you should not do it. We did it, and you as a business person, and I wish I would get more time to share all this, because right now I know I have very limited time, but we are saying it is possible. It is possible to do this. It is possible to grow a company in a crisis. It's possible to grow your revenue in a crisis. It is possible to outstand the market, and we are very certain that we stand out in the market. 2 years, this is our third year, and we are already making an impact. All right, we've won awards, we've been consistent. Why? Because once that, when you talk of credit worthiness, you're not talking only about monetary, not looking at the bank, not looking at the money, you're looking at the investment in terms of commitment. You're looking at an investment in terms of how would probably a Christian organization look at this building, look at this company, look at this organization in terms of, are they credible? Are they worthwhile? So I would want to advise our viewers not to restrict themselves when we talk of credit worthiness in business in monetary terms. All right. I want us to look at, how does God look at us? How does when God looks at reliable vehicle rental, is it monetary? Does it mean that we are judged based on our revenues? Of course, they are good. They are good. Revenues are good. But what are we saying? Credit worthiness. Or are we? Because one of the things is, when we look at credit worthiness, we are looking at acknowledging something good. Like when you say, they are give credit where it's due, we do not mean money. We mean, are these guys doing the right thing in what they are doing, or are these guys worth what we are talking about? So, this is a very exciting point, because when I look at credit worthiness, I'm looking at how then do we change? How then, even as we participate, I know this is a Christian setup. How then do we look at how does the company impact on other aspects of the society? And as I said earlier, we have been privileged to sponsor the vaccine, COVID vaccine in village. There's a village called Kagongo in Moranga, and we were out giving the first dose and the second dose. So I believe when God looks at reliable in terms of credit worthiness, we are credible. I mean, we have played a part in the society, all right? And that is very important because once the society accepts you, once the society accepts what you're doing as an organization, and once they feel that this organization is part of us, I mean, they easily take up your services, right? So one of the things I would encourage companies or entrepreneurs to do is to play a part in this society. Let us play our part in building the society. And at the end of the day, we are changing the world, we're changing the society. And I mean, that's the end of game. We make money and make change the society. So credit worthiness, one of the benefits of that is you when you're credit worthy, people will trust you with their resources. Suppliers will be willing to supply we without you struggling for their resources because they will be saying, okay, we are supplying, but pay us within this period. Okay. Number three is that the society will be changed. One of the reasons why we operate our businesses is because we need to change the society. If the society is changed, if people are happy, especially I'm so excited when I see the elderly people being transformed. Like when I was vaccinating the elderly people, and they will say, "Oh, we are happy that you brought this to us. We wouldn't have found it." Me as a company, as an entrepreneur, I'm happy because I know when these people are happy, God is happy. And at the end of the day, if God is happy about your resources, you're credible to God. And you know, if you're credible to God, then you can struggle with credit worthiness, which is very easy because once you change the society, the rest is easily achievable. So, thank you. I am really happy that
Yes,
I had
indeed.
a
Yes, indeed. Simon Kimani, thank you so
yes,
much. That was really, really insightful and inspiring. Just listening to the story of Reliable, especially, and knowing that you started during crisis and you have thrived through crisis. I
yes.
think that is great inspiration for most of us, and we thank you for sharing that story.
Mm,
People get to see that it is possible to build a credit-worthy business like
yes.
Reliable did. And I just want to first appreciate the fact that you actually mentioned that you've been nominated for the World
World
Travel.
Travel Awards.
Hiyo lazima tupigie makofi baba. Makofi, 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 makofi. Thank you so much. And we do hope that you are going to win. We know that you deserve it because you are creditworthy and you have built a business from the bottom up. So now I have one quick question. There are so many comments here. We are running out of time. Actually, we should be tumeingia time ya further. But watu
Yes.
wameandika comments mingi hapa. They really appreciate your conversation. I've seen comments from the likes of Martin Wahome, thank you so much. Rehab, Stella. We have people like Marianto the Great. We have people like Modoni Gedire anasema trust and consistency ingredient to a
Consistency.
long-lasting organization. Thank you so much, Modoni Gedire. We really miss you, Modoni Gedire. You should visit us one of these days. We have people like Mary Njoroge saying integrity is the way. Integrity is a way to success in business. Thank you, sir, for the tips and many more comments that have come in because people really enjoyed the conversation. So thank you so much, Simon Kamani. I wish we had a little more time to allow
I wish
people
I
to
had
do
more time.
Q&A. But I know we can always create more time next time and invite you to delve a little bit more especially kama sasa December, lakini ile kitu ungeambia watu reliable wako wapi, because in December many people want to hire cars and go to party, wanaenda kupati. What are the risks of hiring out a car? Watu hawa vijana kwanza wakienda kupiga sherehe wanaweza haribu gari yako.
Okay, we are very keen when we're hiring our cars. There are processes to be taken when we're hiring our cars. But most importantly is you have to show up with a valid driving license. We are based in Hurlingham, Nairobi. However, we can still deliver the car to where you are at a cost. Very affordable cost. And we do not have so many requirements because we believe that by the time you're coming to us, you know what you want and we'll vet you accurately.
Reliable car reliable vehicle rentals.
Yes.
You know, reliable vehicle, that is RVR. Good
So
one.
one of the things I would want to show our viewers is that we have also won locally.
Bring it closer to the camera so that we can read that. Imeandikwa aje hapo, reliable vehicle rentals. Jina ya award ni
providers of the fastest growing vehicle company
the fastest
in 2020.
Wow. Hizo ndio vitu tunapigia makofi.
We still did it in 2021.
Again, 2021 once again.
We won in 2021.
Yani kazi yenu ni kushinda awards,
Yes.
That means
and this is automotive excellence industry in Kenya. So when you're dealing with a reliable, it's not the company that is trying out.
Yes.
It's a company that has been tried and tested.
And therefore reliable.
Reliable.
Asante sana for living up to the meaning of your name, and that means a lot. We go on and on, but I know Father Wawero, probably Father Wawero anataka kuhaya gari one of these days. Father Wawero, are you around? Usalimie mgeni wetu kabla atoke. There is Father.
Yes, I'm around. I could hear and I followed so well, Simon Kimani. When you were talking about the year that was very dry, that is the year of the COVID, you planted a seed and you harvested. What came into my mind is Genesis 26, verses 1 to 12, that Isaac, during the year of drought, he planted a seed and he harvested 100 times. Alipanda na akavuna kiangazi. Verse 12 is very relevant to what you have said, but it is because he planted. You know, many of the people would want to quote Isaac, but they sit down and they are doing nothing. He planted, and God did something. Thank you for taking that great risk and doing something. We are proud of you.
Father Awero?
Yes.
One of the things in 2020 I said, I didn't know the verse, by the way. I didn't know the verse. But I remember there's a guy who was told, you plant. There's drought, you plant. And in that year, he harvested 100-fold. And that year we planted in 2020. When there was a restriction, when there was no flying, no movement by road, and everybody was supposed to work from home, we harvested during that year. And that verse is very true. And
Thank
God
you
is
so
faithful.
much. Thank you so much, Simon. And you can see Father has come in style, manake anaingia na anaenda direct, ana connect na Bible mara moja. So Father, we are ready to we want to transition into the business worship hour. Sorry for taking a little bit of your time. We are going to
Okay.
take a little break, like 2 minutes, and then we are going to take it to Father. And we want to play a very short video about the Father CK Foundation, a very special message for everyone who is watching us from the Father CK Foundation. Something amazing is happening at the Father CK Foundation. You want to see this for about 2 minutes, and then we are going to come back, and Father Wawero is going to take over.
Under the stewardship of Reverend Father Charles Kinyua, is a charitable trust that has come out to empower communities and support all aspects of family life. Initiatives like counseling, student mentorship, and education program support have seen so many lives changed. We would like to invite you to be a part of this noble cause. Talk to us today on our SMS or call line 07 58 51 6111, 07 58 51 6111, or visit our website at fatherck.org. At Father CK Foundation, we empower communities by supporting all aspects of family life.
Wow. Yes, indeed. We are giving an opportunity to everybody who is following us to partner with the Father CK Foundation and impact the lives around, just like we are doing right now for businesses through the likes of Simon Kimani. And right about now, it gives me a lot of pleasure. It gives me, honor to welcome the one and only Father who lives near the border, anaweza vuka border anytime, Father Wawero, to take us into the business worship hour and share some of that biblical wisdom for business. Later on, we are going to be joined by Father CK, ambaye nimesikia fununu ako mahali ndani ya Heathrow, London. Ameenda kujaribu kuona kama atakuwa mzuri. But Father Wawero, karibu sana. How are you, Father?
Doing quite fine. I'm here. I was abroad for some days. I came back last evening, but this day I was giving a recollection abroad again. So this morning I went abroad and just came some minutes to 5. So when you are at the border of abroad, you go and come.
Wow. Keep crossing the border and coming back with blessings from both sides.
Yes.
Very good. Kindly share the message you have for us this wonderful evening. And I know Father CK is going to join you somewhere along the way because he promised to join us from London. Ako ndani ya London.
Let us pray in the name of the Father. Let us pray in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. God, our Heavenly Father, we trust in you. We rely in you. Our confidence is in you. We are asking your grace through this session, and we are thanking you for the work that Kimani has shared with us, and he has shown us that it is possible, that it was not only possible during the time of Isaac, when he could plant and harvest during a dry season, that during the dry season of Corona, people have done great things. We are asking that you may help the businessmen and women who are in this forum and beyond may become reliable, trustworthy, honest, respectful, that they can be trusted by the creditors. And when they come to them, that the work they do together, there may be reciprocity and mutuality between them, so that it may be for the greater glory of your name, for the edification of one another, and that they also may be working for their salvation. This is the grace that we are asking from you through Christ our Lord. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Beautiful. Now, I am here in the class to give a biblical perspective of it. And before that, I saw Kiryongi, Daniel, reminding us that I'm also planting during the time of a drought. And I began this year of the COVID looking for money to buy a vehicle for my pastoral work. Already I'm at 40%. I am still moving, and I'm sure probably by the end of the year, I'll already have 100% so that I can be able to get the vehicle for the pastoral work. And you sure until now that what I receive, I use it for the glory of God, for the edification of my neighbors, and for my own salvation. This evening, as the topic was going and is going, building a credit-worthy business, having listened to Kimani, I have seen him talk about the capacity, that is, ability to repay your loan, the capital that you are investing, your seriousness. Do you have collateral or secondary source for repayment in case your investment fails you? What are the other conditions that you offer for marketing, and what is your proper character? These are the few points that I picked from what Kimani was saying. And listening to him, I thought that it is good to continue from a biblical point of view. When I look at an investor, a creditor like the Good Samaritan, the Good Samaritan is a creditor whom we read in Luke chapter 10, verses 27 to 35. And this is a man who found another stranger who is colorless, who is religionless, whose culture we do not know, whose race we do not know. But he found him beaten by the thugs. The Levite and the priest had bypassed him. But when this person came, he looked at him and he helped him out, and he took him in an inn. He first of all treated him, and then he took him to the inn. And one thing that I admire of this creditor is that in the presentation of Luke, who is a doctor, makes a deliberate mistake, because when you find a wounded person, you begin by applying wine, then oil. But Luke, who is a doctor, does it deliberately to show us that this Good Samaritan is not a doctor, but he is trying to do good. And even in his ignorance, good comes out of it. He begins by pouring oil, then he puts oil, which is a wine, which is a disinfectant. And in the medical field, he would have used the procedure using wine as a disinfectant to clean the wound and then preserve it or protect it with oil. But he does the reverse. So it's a good creditor, even when he is ignorant and he has goodwill, God uses that to do something. Now he takes him to an inn, and I realize that this person who is consistent and coherent in what he is doing as an entrepreneur, he goes and remains in that inn. He did not just drop the man and go to a five-star hotel in the neighborhood. Even as a business he took a person to the class he can also go to. We are told that he spent some time with the man in the inn, and the following morning he gave some coins and promised that you take care of him. In case he needs more than this that I leave, I will come back and I'll pay. And he's a man who keeps his word. So I saw this parable as our parting point for talking about building credit worth business, using this man like the Good Samaritan. There are also the men of the talents and several others that we can look into the Bible, through the Bible. Maybe the time will not allow us mention all these, but by passing, I can also mention them. But they are also credit defaulters. They are bad men in the Bible who could be in an enterprise and they were defaulters, like Adam. He was given a big enterprise and he never did what he was supposed to do. And because of desiring a fruit in the place of the garden, he lost the whole garden. He alikula fair. He was given a whole enterprise, but he lost because he was incredible. He was not faithful. He was not integral. He was not coherent. He was not consistent with the will of God, and he lost it. And these are some of the people in the Bible we need to condemn as business people who want to do business with God and they want to do it their way. A person like Adam, though we would normally want to talk about the positive character, but even these are also bad character who did their enterprises harm, like Adam, who was created to be in the presence of God, but the tragedy is that he departed from the presence of God after having defaulted, after having eaten the forbidden fruit. And this is why we are all born outside the garden, because he was thrown out. He was not a grateful man. The credit that he was given is that he was given a wife. And when he wakes up, instead of thanking God that you gave me a woman, he was very lonely. Genesis 2:24. When God looked at him, he said, it is not good that a man stays in this business alone, solitary. I need to give him another business of a helper. And then he makes him sleep. I think this man is a Kikuyu. Among the Kikuyu, they do not have a word for gratitude, thank you, because they had to wait for Mzungu to come and tell them that thank you is thank you. Thank you. Now, when he wakes up, because he is a typical Kikuyu Adam, he says, these are the bones of my bones. There is the flesh of my flesh. Then what has God done? What can he praise himself of having brought him to this business? This, after all, he made me sleep. This is my bone. This is my flesh. So what has God done? He was not grateful, and therefore the enterprise went into bankruptcy because he was not grateful. Look at Cain, the first murderer in the Bible. He refused to be a brother's keeper, and the enterprise would have required him to be a creditor given as an elder brother. He was supposed to have taken care of his brother as part of the business, part of the enterprise, part of the garden that they were in, and part of the enterprise of creation that they were in. But he wanted to remain alone in the world. Those creditors or those business people who have taken credit, but they want to remain alone and eliminate every Abel by slander, by murder, by eliminating them because of the anger that he had that God did not look with favor at his sacrifice. Or when your business is not working well, there are people who have the spirit of Cain to destroy others in wickedness and trying to bury their brother's vision. They become undertakers. And even he was arrogant to God. God, the great creditor, comes to him and asks him, where is your brother Cain? Genesis 4:9. Am I my brother's keeper? See how arrogant he is. Am I my brother's keeper? There are people who are creditors, who are businessmen and women who are defaulters of their credit. And when the banks are coming around, instead of them answering the question, as Kimani was telling us, to explain when you cannot pay, to explain when we're on the wrong side of the fence, like Cain, who had killed his brother, he becomes so arrogant and asks God, am I my brother's keeper? Look at Abraham, another defaulter. He thought about his interests first. He never thought about the society. Every time he found himself in danger, from the leaders, he always, when the leaders who lasted for Salah, like in the Pharaoh who lasted for Salah, and Abimelech, the leader who admired Salah, he was playing safe. He could not take care of the enterprise well. He could not take care of the credits well. He could not hover around his sacrifice well, and he was not a good caretaker of his business. And every time he was saying, this is my sister. And this is how he became rich, because of, unlike so many businessmen out there who are making profit by selling out those who are dear to them, and they put others into compromising situations as they did to Sarah. And when the age of God intervened, then either Pharaoh or Abimelech would pay Abraham with fortunes. Abimelech is also another defaulter in credit, because he wanted to be a king of Shechem, and he was very cruel. He had so many difficulties with his brothers, and he eventually had to kill 70 of his brothers so that he can be crowned a king, the king of blood. He wanted to remain in an enterprise, but because he did not have God's favor, he wanted it his way. In Judges 9, verse 1 to 6, he became a reign of terror. He became a king of terror, a defaulter in credit. Look at the brothers of Joseph. In their entrepreneurship at home, they were so envious of his coat of many colors, and they were jealous of the love that the father had invested over him, the business that the father was doing with him. They were envious of it. They became undertakers of his dream, and they conspired to kill him. They eventually removed him in their midst by selling him to Egypt. They were not faithful in literal ways. Look at Pharaoh, who was also another creditor defaulter. He had hardened his heart, and he did not read the signs of time. When God sent Moses to bring out children of Israel from Egypt, he became a disaster to his country because of his resistance. The firstborns of the people were killed, and later on, he had to send the army to follow them out, and they were all destroyed there. Another bad creditor is Haman. Haman, a person who had some status in the book of Esther, he was a great businessman who was doing very well. But when he became an exterminator of the Jews because of his passion for jealousy and envy and anger and evil eye, he wanted everybody to bow to him by intimidation, but Mordecai would not give it in. There's so many businessmen whose credit has gone up. They have become so successful, but their work is to intimidate other upcoming businessmen, like he would do to Mordecai. In our case here, Mordecai is an upcoming business person, and he even made the gallows in which he had prepared to kill them, but later on died in it. Look at another man like King Herod, very cruel, barbaric, a paranoid, jealous, and one who kills the holy innocents in search of Jesus. He found that his business and his credit was in danger, and because he needed to keep his name heroic, he was living the contrary. In Matthew chapter 2, verses 1 to 16, we are told that he was a competitor of the children. You know, there are so many upcoming businessmen who are competitors with the holy innocent children, and they are killing other businesses around. They become murderers because they do not want other creditors alongside them. So they are doing slander, murder, killers, and they are the takers of the other people's business. Look at a man like Samson, consecrated to God, but then he defiled himself with the prostitution. He disobeyed God, and he had been called in order to begin the process of the salvation of Israel, and he was hanging on alliances with the pagans. He lacked confidentiality, and this is very important for any credit to be trusted as a creditor. You need confidentiality, but this person could not even keep secrets, and it is from revealing his secrets that he is killed by Delilah. He was power hungry. Every time he was provoked with his great anger, he would kill. He revealed his secret, secret of his power. And this is a thing that keeping private the data of the people you're working with, even personal data, is very important for you to be trusted as a creditor. But this man would not do it. And in order to be a good creditor, you need to be a man of prayer. This judge, for 20 years, he only prayed twice. He prayed when he was surrounded by men, and he took a jawbone of an ass and killed 3,000 men. And even when he was dying, the last that was in Judges 16:28, we find him praying the last time while holding the pillars of the temple. We have a man like Lot. Lot was an entrepreneur, a creditor who had grown because the godfather, the businessman who had brought him into the world of business, Abraham, he had started developing, and he forgot that the grace of the expansion of his business and his credit growth was attached to Abraham, and decided to be a very quarrelsome man, very ungrateful. He forgot that his blessings were attached to his communion with Abraham, and he allowed his servants to start their aggression against his father, who is Abraham, over the pastures. And at that point, they said, okay, if you go to the mountains, I go to the valley. If you go to the valley, I go to the mountains. And he was very quick to offer to take them the plains and go towards Sodom, and that is how he became destroyed. He was as an entrepreneur in his home, as a creditor with the visitors at his home and even his daughters. He was very quick to throw his virgin daughter out to be molested at night. Even you read the story, when the angels got to Sodom, he was saying, I have a virgin daughter that I can give you. You stop asking for men. Don't destroy from behind. I'll give you a virgin daughter. So this person was not a good creditor because he could not take care of what he was given. Look, another entrepreneur, King Ahab, who is from a Davidic king, but allowed his wife Jezebel to destroy the credit that God had given them. He led the nation in a very ungodly way. He conspired with his wife, another creditor, to kill Naboth, and he did not follow the uprightness of their worship for Yahweh. he did not want the wife against having the prophets of doom, the prophets having the prophets of Yahweh. Look another creditor called Potiphar. Potiphar is a man who ran a business, he was an entrepreneur, alikuwa mudau na mshikadau, and he had a big business of animals, land, and including the wife. But he was making businesses going away and forgetting his wife. He neglected his wife to the point of making her passion rise against Joseph. You remember that night or that afternoon that Potiphar's wife would invite Joseph to help him change the bulb. And while there, she said, I need some service. And with that, Joseph runs away and he says, no, I was allowed everything in the credit that is in this family, but I was not allowed your body. And then he decides to run away, and this wife takes a portion of his garment and uses that to put him in prison for 17 years. Look, another foolish man, another creditor, bad creditor, Nabal, the husband of Abigail, who endangered the whole family. That at one time, David protected them from his army, but at one point, David wanted some food from this, but he could not do that. And David, with his army, wanted to kill the whole family. But Abigail comes as a good creditor and says, protect this business, protect this family. And though my husband is a drunkard, and eventually this drunkard died, and Abigail was married by David. Look at another creditor, Ananiah and Sapphira. They were men who were corrupt. He sold, and in his business, being deceitful, he knew that all the proceeds that he got from his plot were supposed to be used the right way and taken to the foot of the apostles, but he chose to hide the money. He was corrupt. He did not pay his tax. He did not pay his due to the temple, and this led to his death. Look, another defaulter, King David, a very lustrous man, full of lust, and he desired Uriah's wife, Bathsheba, organized his murder, and he misled Joab, his army commander, to abandon this man, Uriah, a faithful soldier, in the first lane of the battlefield. As a creditor, and what God entrusted him, he was not faithful. Or this amorous Corinthian of 1 Corinthians chapter 5, who had slept with his father's wife. As a creditor, he had been allowed by his father all things apart from his wife. Paul requires of him to be thrown out to the devil so that his body that he is using to misuse, so that he can mess with his father's wife, be left to the devil to be destroyed so that his spirit may be saved. Look at Jephthah in the book of Judges. He is also an entrepreneur, a creditor, an owner and a great combatant. But as he returns home after a success in his battle, in his business, he makes an oath to sacrifice to God whoever comes first to receive him. Unfortunately, it is his daughter who comes in. As a creditor, he becomes a defaulter because he has to obey the will of God. Look at that creditor, a thief on one of the sides of Jesus. He came and brought the crowd. He was there and insulting Jesus and saying, "Oh, you can bring us down." For him, he was not pleading for the mercy of Jesus, but he continued to insult and insult. Fast forward back to the example that I gave of the Good Samaritan. Is a good man. People like Judas were defaulters. They are given credit, they are given trust, they are entrusted with the ministry of finance among the apostles, but he was not a good creditor. He was a defaulter, and eventually he was looking for more money, and he had to sell the master. And it normally happens. But on the other side, we have good creditors in the Bible, whom very quick forward, we can talk of people like Moses, who was meek, a person who was sensitive to justice, who defends the fellow Jews in Egypt to the point of killing an aggressor, and eventually he runs to the Median desert, where he submits himself into a business, into an enterprise in the hands of Jethro, where he learns the work of a priest. He learns priesthood and shepherdry for 40 years, and he learns this business with a lot of fidelity, and God uses this as instrument of salvation. He was consistent with the will of God, and he chooses and his choices of life. So as an entrepreneur, as a creditor, he was worth it. And when he goes, he helps the daughters of Jethro to feed their animals. And part of it is the credit that he gave them so that he can also be given a wife. I don't know, wives or wife, from the family of Jethro. Look at a man, a creditor like Joshua, who was courageous, obedient servant of Moses. He was among the two brave men who brought back the message of hope. You know, there were defaulters. When you read the book of Numbers, chapter 13, verses 25 to chapter 14, verses 10, we find 10 defaulters, bad creditors, who are given a business work. They went out and they found the promised land, but they brought the message of fear, to the point that people said, now we should plan to look for a leader to take us back to Egypt. But Joshua with Caleb, who are good entrepreneur, who are good creditors, who knew that the business is possible, tells Moses, no, we have to go. The Lord has given it to us, and God has done great things even ahead of us. And with the hands of God, we are going to make it. Look at another creditor like Job, a great man, a righteous man who is faithful man of God, very submissive to the will of God. And we are told that even what happened, he never fell into bitterness. He was a man who would offer sacrifices every morning after his sons went out enjoying. When they went kamatia chini, wanatetema, kupipinya. And the following morning, he would offer a sacrifice and say, probably my sons may have insulted God. So even when he lost the whole wealth and the business went into bankruptcy, he did not fail to be consistent. He remained consistent and coherent until God spoke again. He knew that when God has spoken, anyone else who speaks after God is a noisemaker. A man like Daniel, an entrepreneur who has been entrusted with credit by God, the credit of courage. He grew up as a slave in Babylon, but would not want to defile himself with other creditors. Culturally and spiritually, he remained a man of faith, and he was always focused to God, to the point of being put in the den of lions. And God, because of his friendship with God, God was his creditor. He remained a debtor or a debitor of God, and in his fidelity, God took care of him. A man like Paul, the entrepreneur of Christianity, was entrusted into the hands of Paul. He began as an enemy of Christ and Christianity, and when he encounters Jesus along his way to Damascus, this is when he becomes transformed. He becomes a Christian businessman, the great credit that he looks in order now to start evangelizing, and he became a great agent of evangelization ever known in Christianity. He wrote almost half of the New Testament writings and even provoked the others to write. He was the first man to write in 54 AD the letter to the Thessalonians. He established great churches. These are outposts of his businesses in his great missionary journey. Look at a man like John the Baptist, the cousin of Jesus, who prepared the way for Jesus. He lived a very moral life with integrity and preached it, and he defended purity. The entrepreneur he was to defend purity, and this is what caused his death, as he tried to correct Herod over his unfair affair with Herodias. Now, when we look at what Kimani had given us, that we talk of the capacity, that is our ability to pay the loans, the capital, the seriousness of your business, the collateral, what secondary source of repaying the money that you have taken, or the condition of businesses ready to make marketing and your character. Now, coming back to the parable of the Good Samaritan, we have seen that this man is reliable. You cannot be given credit if you are not reliable. We have said that this man, who is a good entrepreneur, comes and picks credit. But in order to earn the heart, or probably he was known, being a Samaritan, in the Jewish standards, he was a heretic. But morally, he was upright. And that is why the entrepreneur, who is the owner of the inn, was able to trust him, because he's a reliable man. He is dependable. He has a good record of being faithful, being trustworthy, and probably keeping his promises. Probably this is not the first time he passed by that way. And that is why he knows that inn. I can go and take credit there. I may not have a budget. I may not have made a budget for a sick person along the way, but that does not stop me from helping him. He goes, and we are told that he takes some time with him in the inn, and then he gives some coins and gives hope of return. This business person, like this Good Samaritan, he works well with those who are not connected with him, including his employers, and he is a man of integrity. When he is there, Luke does not give us a conversation between him and the owner of the business, because probably of his integrity and moral values, he did not ask questions from him, because he knew that though he is theologically of God because he's a Samaritan, but he is morally upright, he is trustworthy, he is morally good, and he can be trusted with credit. There is mutual trust, the owner of the inn and this person. And this mutual trust is that this person never thought, this Good Samaritan never thought that it was a trap. The priest and the Levite took, they did not, the question they asked in their business, what would happen to me if I stop? But the entrepreneur question of a good creditor was, what would happen to this man if I don't stop? We normally ask, what will happen to me if I stop? I will engage myself, I put my life in risk, in danger. But this person asked himself, what will happen to this person if I pass and I don't see a person ahead of me, I don't see a person behind me? So as a good creditor, he thought about the other person first and not about himself, and he turned the question from what will happen to me if I stop to what will happen to this man if I don't stop. And as good entrepreneurs and business creditors who are building credit-worthy businesses, I think at one time we need a paradigmatic shift. We need to change the paradigm from what happens to me if I stop to what would happen to this man if I don't stop. This man must have had a record of keeping his word. When he says, I'll bring money when it is needed, and that is why he was trusted. We are not told that there was resistance from the business person saying, I don't trust you, pay in full, or leave your logbook, or leave this or that. He never left any surety. He only left 2 coins, and he says, whatever you use on Plus, I'm going to come and pay it. It guarantees, and he guarantees security for the personal data. He did not say what had happened to this man. He knew that the medical record of this man was private. He did not share it out. He says, just take care of this man. And remember, the inn was not a hospital. So he only needed food and rest. He did not divulge other information that this person was beaten. And at such times, there is the temptation to go into slander and character assassination. Kiona Mujinga, he was going along the way from Jerusalem to Jericho alone. He knew how dangerous it was. He went alone, and now to see what he put himself in. Probably, if it were many of us, would have philosophized through the experiences and even divulged the details, saying that this is a reckless man whom I found along the way. But we are told that he never divulged the personal data of this man, just says, take care of him, give him food until he is healed. I'm going to come and pay the bill. This is an efficient business person who does not keep foreseeable loopholes for losses. He's not a corrupt person. He does not steal. He is trusted because when we can bank on his word. His word is like credit. He says, please take care of this man. Take my word. When I say, I will do that. This is because he was a man with authentic relationships. You cannot get credit if you are not authentic in your relationship with other people. And this is a man who would not want to make profit with the slander or defamation or destroying reputation. If probably he was one of us, he would have put his picture on the online and start asking for money to help him, as many of those in the YouTube and other avenues have been collecting money in the name of helping other business persons in order to restore them from drug addiction and other. And this money goes elsewhere. This person did not go to that. He never went to slander. He never went to defamation. He never went to destroying the reputation of this man who had been beaten. He did not talk about his religion. He never talked about his color. He never talks about his recklessness. He never talked about his religion. He never took precaution that it could be a trap set for him. He never bargained for his character and saying, I'm a good man. Were it not for me, this man would have died out there. So take care of him from your charity and the proceeds of your business. He never did all these. Sometimes we lose credit because of character. Our character is not proper. This is a person who can keep engagements. And he is certain that whatever he says, he is able to honor that commitment that he makes. He is truthful. He says, take my word. I'll leave this man and then I go. He never lies. He is never inconsistent. He went and he stayed in the lodge because he wanted some familiarity with the owner and because he is known. And he also honors the standards of the hotel. He did not go to a neighboring hotel there and say that because you are a servant, because you are a victim of your own carelessness, I'm going to take you to a substandard inn. He is consistent, he is coherent, he is truthful, he is not a liar, and he takes this man to the inn where he can also stay. He is an honest person with the information he provides. A good creditor must be honest with the information he gives. And when he provides this information, either to the bank or wherever, like this inn, people can easily trust you because you are honest. He engages with quality products. This person does not offer something substandard or even sema to PTM Kato. Kimani was talking of being honest, being coherent, being consistent, and never going for Kato. This person could have also taken this man at night and dropped him next to that inn and leave him there so that other good Samaritans may see him. But he is consistent, coherent. He is honest. He goes there, he engages in his quality life, and he says, I own this. He's not my brother, but I own him. He's not my friend. He is a stranger. He doesn't even have a name. He just lives there, him there, and he gives hope as a brother, and he says, I'll come for my brother. I'll come for him when he is healed. The character and reputation are very necessary for acceptability of the loans that we get and the credit we get, because we have to walk our talk and talk our walk. When you are reasonable and not hyper emotional, for many of us would have been very hyper emotional and not reasonable. When we went to the inn, we would have started crying, saying that even the wine I had carried to enjoy, I have poured on him. The oil that I have carried for my food, I treated his wounds. I will need a mshango wa haraka haraka, harambee of haraka haraka in order to regain for my journey going beyond. But this person was reasonable. He was not hyper emotional. And this is what the banks are looking for. People who are coherent, people who are consistent, people who are reliable, people who are not hyper emotional. He is very consistent in what he is doing, and from his operations, he does not change. Because these people might have seen him come there in that hotel all the time. For a bank to give you a loan or for creditors to trust you, they must see your consistency. Not that in January you're taking care of vehicles, you're buying vehicles and selling them. In February, you hear that it is the onions that are doing well. You run to the onions. In March, you are told that there is a jacket for the rainy season. You rush to that. In April, you hear that it is the harvest of the peas. You rush to that. In May, you hear the rockers are passing by, and there are some people who like eating musianene. You rush for that. Coherence in business is very important, not changing our business every fortnight. When we are consistent, when we are coherent, we become also resourceful, because out of experience, we are able to learn and teach others. And even those who come can be able to trust us because we have been consistent and coherent in the same business for a long time. We must also be destiny connectors. Look at this man. He was not known in the inn, but this Samaritan was known there. He becomes a destiny connector. He brings him there. The creditors would even be closer to you, that if you have taken credit with them, you bring new customers also to them and tell them, I got some credit in this and that other person. Like Kimani was telling us where he gets his credit and his loans. He is becoming a destiny connector. He is becoming a good connector between him and his creditors, so that the others can also come for credit there. And this is a very necessary attribute. The question of humility, honoring one another before ourselves. If you have honor for your employees, if you have honor for God, if you have honor for the person who gives you credit, then you will be trustworthy, you'll be honest. In this great humility, you can be able to be given that trust that is necessary. Being available when needed. Kimani was talking about explaining when you cannot fulfill the deadlines, when you cannot meet the deadlines. In case you are needed to come and explain why you never paid back the loan, be there. Many of us turn off the phones. Many of us close even the business for 2 or 3 days. Or maybe you change where you used to have your business and go to another city. We have seen people who have ran away from one city to the other because they are defaulters of credit. But you need to be available. You need to be present. You only need communication for communion, saying, I cannot be able to fulfill this because of this. And then they will listen to you. And when you're a man of your own words, and man who is not only words but also actions, then it becomes very important. Look at as a person, like when you have clear boundaries, when you know to some this extent, I'm not able to take a loan of beyond 30 million, for example, you can easily keep right clear sense of your boundaries and know your priorities, not having loans here, credit there, and then. We have given an example of Joseph. Joseph was clear with his boundaries. When Potiphar's wife said that they can help each other because it was winter, because she was hungry, that Potiphar was not around for some days and they were safe together, the two of them. Joseph knew his boundaries and they were clear. He knew his priorities. He says, your husband only trusted me with the animals. Your husband trusted me with the lad. Your husband trusted me with the business and never with your body. He kept his boundaries. When you are an entrepreneur, a good creditor, you need to know your boundaries and where you don't cross the Rubicon. Joseph knew that if he touched the wife, he would have crossed the Rubicon because he would have gone to what he was not told to do. Adam and Eve were not as careful. When they crossed the Rubicon, they went beyond the red line, they took the forbidden fruit, they were sent out. A good creditor is not a person who goes out avenging or in a revenge mission, but he is a person who can forgive. If things are not going on well, he is offended in his business, he takes he is a person who forgives and he does not take revenge. He is not a person who goes looking for validation. That, we have seen MPs who are, like we call them, the county entrepreneurs or our constituency entrepreneurs, or MCAs, who are putting billboards everywhere where they have done even things they have not done, things that they would imagine to do if we elect them the next season, is what they are using to bargain. We don't require an entrepreneur to go looking for validation from other organizations or even intimidating other creditors through the connections they have. If you are connected to the commissioner of police, you are rushing to get some police officers to come and intimidate your competitor around. This is not acceptable. You must be a dependable person for you to get credit and good credit. And when you get credit, then you need to be loyal to your creditors, so that you have their interest at the best interest of that credit company at your heart. Some of us get credit here, and once you get it, you rush to another one, or when you have your own money and you're sure to pay back, you have a royalty somewhere. When you know that you are a defaulter, you go to another. You need to be coherent and consistent. You always go to the same place. You are needed your presence is needed in the business so that it can be life-giving. When you are giving life to the business world, even the bank that comes, even the creditors that come, they come and look at you. They are sure that you are going from the life-giving attitudes that you have. If they give you credit, you are able to pay it back. You need to be responsible. And when the things don't go well, as Kimani was telling us, rush back to your creditors, tell them, we had planned on the 30th, and don't wait for the second. You can even go on the 25th and say, 5 days to come, I was supposed to pay for this, but I realized that I will not be able to manage. Please give me some more time. Don't wait for hide and seek, panya na paka. Maybe for a whole month they are looking for you. Then you come and say, oh, things not go well. Please bear with me. No, you tell them before, because you can already know. Don't go back biting people, slandering them. Always have positive vibes in what you are doing. Be reliable, be dependable, be trustworthy. And even the parable of the talents, Matthew 25:14-30. He gave 5, 2, 1, and one decided to put it underground. He refused to invest that. But the one who was given 5 brought 5 in return. The one who had 2 brought 2 in return. And we realized that we are not created with equal skills and abilities and opportunities. Success will only come when we engage ourselves into action. When we work for God for God's glory and not for our own pleasure, things will succeed. But the other one who said, I know you to be a bad man, and that is why I buried my talent, he was working for his own good. God will always provide resources for whatever good work we want to do. And if we are accountable, then we become people worth of credit. We become people worth of credit. Now that I seek to stop there because I see my operator is telling me that it is overheating. Probably if I continue, I'll be cut off. Over to you, Mwajuri. I want to take care of this apparatus for some time, but you take over. Probably, if Father CK is not in, then I can take some 4-5 minutes. But for now, because of the apparatus that I'm using, I first of all hand it over to you. Thank you, Moyu.
Biblical perspective, Father, I always really admire the way you take every topic and put it the biblical perspective into it, and it's so apt, and it's such a blessing to have you with us now, Father. As you try to fix your gadget, and as we try to see whether we can connect with Father, we are gonna have a short message over here from another message from the Father CK Foundation, a very interesting initiative and very timely initiative that the foundation is taking in Samburu, and we want this information to be shared to as many people as possible so that we can get people partnering with us. Just have a listen to this message.
For the CK Foundation, in partnership with Mary Immaculate Sisters of Nyeri, seek your support in sustaining an initiative known as Rescue Samburu Girls. We plan to visit the girls on 19th of December with an aim of supporting and mentoring them. Feel free to donate foodstuffs, clothing, hygiene products, learning materials, kitchenware, and other items. You can also support financially through M-Pesa paybill number 762763, 762763, account number Samburu. For more details, contact the organizing team on 0758 516111, 0758 516111. Together, let's sustain the smile of these and many other lovely kids across the world. For the CK Foundation, in partnership with Mary Immaculate Sisters of Nyeri, seek your support in sustaining an initiative known as Rescue Samburu Girls. We plan to visit the girls on 19th of December with an aim of supporting and mentoring them. Feel free to donate foodstuffs, clothing, hygiene products, learning materials, kitchenware, and other items. You can also support financially through M-Pesa paybill number 762763, 762763, account number Samburu. For more details, contact the organizing team on 0758 516111, 0758 516111. Together, let's sustain the smile of these and many other lovely kids across the world.
Oh, yes, indeed. A very, very, very vital opportunity for anyone who is looking out to be able to impact the lives of the less fortunate in society. That is an opportunity that we have over there. And you can partner using those numbers that have been mentioned in that audio clip. Basically, if you want to give some financial support to the Father CK Foundation and the team that is going to visit that home in Samburu, the number is once again 762763. 762763 is the pay bill number that you can send. Any amount will come in handy. We are going to touch the lives of these less fortunate people, especially during Christmas time. It is time to reach out, and to lend a helping hand. You could just donate something and it makes a big impact, changes the Christmas for somebody's out there in Samburu. 762763 to support to rescue the girls in Samburu. The account number is Samburu. Sasa ukienda kwa M-Pesa paybill unaweka 762763. Chukua simu yako, 762763 alafu account number unaandika Samburu. We shall really appreciate, and Father CK and the entire foundation is going to be praying for you. For more details, as Chieng said over there, you can call the team on 0758 516 111 0758 516 111. I'm trying to see if Father has been able to recharge his gadget. I can see him over there.
I am back.
Very good. That was really fast of you. I can see you have changed to another gadget.
Yes, and I've also changed because that was on this is on Wi-Fi. That was on bundles.
Wow.
Now I have to change it in the room.
Awesome. So, Father, I have unfortunately we are not able to connect with Father CK. He had said he might try to connect from Heathrow, London, but pale sasa hivi ni kitu saa 12 hivi alituambia huenda akakuwa na sessions with a few people, so chances are he's not able to join us. So I will give you an opportunity to wind up the show for us. Just give us your final comments, your parting shots, and then pray for our businesses, especially now that we are going into the festive season. This coming weekend, ni sikukuu. A lot of businesses are looking forward to making some good sales, and we pray that God will come through for these businesses as they go all out to make a little profit and try and recoup some of the losses that they made during the COVID season. Over to you, Father.
Thank you very much. I am back, and I'm happy to be back now from a different place altogether. Now, I had forgotten to mention two bad people who are the credit defaulters. We have Esau, or Esau, depending on where you went to school, whether you went to group of schools or the village English schools. Now, this Jama ate fair. He exchanged his birthright with a bowl of soup. You know, as businessmen in our credit life, we should not exchange our inheritance with a bowl of soup. He was given credit, he had a business, he had an investment, and out of frustration, he ate his capital and he closed his business. In Genesis chapter 26, verses 27 to 34, we have this man eating credit. We also have a person in Luke 12, 44 to 46, the bad creditor. He says, my master is taking too long to come. And then he begins beating the other servants, both men and women. Then he eats and he drinks and he gets drunk. When his master comes, he is thrown out, tied out there, and thrown among the dogs. Now, as you say, Mwajuli, the season is coming where people are rushing to make profits. I would say that this forum is helping us to make profits that are worth it. That we do not go looking for very high profits, stealing from the people, or not giving people something, a quality that is worth their money, but we try as much as possible as Christians and morally upright people, integral and respectful entrepreneurs, to respect the people who come to us with their money. We give them value for what they want. And when we do that, we shall not be guilty. Christmas will come and go, but your character is eternal, because this is what God is building on. Feasts come and go, profits will come and go, but what you take in the other life is not the profits you made here on earth, but is the investment we made with God for his glory, the investment that you did with the people as you edified them, and the investment you did with yourself working for your own salvation. This is my parting shot, that whatever we do, let us do that which brings glory to God, that edifies our neighbor, and eventually brings salvation to us. I think we can stop there for tonight. And as I have told you, I've been abroad for some days. I came last night, and today I went back abroad for a recorrection. The whole day I was in a recorrection, and tomorrow morning by 6, I'm on a journey going up country. So I know I need to relax and rest a little bit early. So I think we can If there is nothing from the studio over there, then we can finish with a prayer and we call it a night.
Yes, indeed, Father. It is quite timely. We have used the time that we had very wisely, and we have gotten a very powerful message from you. We really appreciate every time you come and talk to us, Father. So kindly do us the honor and close for us with a word of prayer. And then after that prayer, for the benefit of those who are watching us on Facebook and on YouTube, we are going to end the stream and go back to radio where we can enjoy some amazing music, the kind of music that you can only enjoy on Timeless Radio. So we want to encourage you, in case it's your first time, to join us, whether it is on the Father CK Online congregation page, or maybe it is on the Timeless radio page, or maybe you're on my personal wall. I have also gone live there and gone live on WC Clothing, and we are also live on the YouTube channel of Timeless Radio and for the CK. In case it's your first time to join us, we want to invite you to be a member of the Timeless Radio family by downloading our app. Just go to the Play Store, download Timeless Radio. It's the app that you tap every time, and you get connected to our amazing programming throughout the day. We have amazing music, great music, and intriguing conversations. That is our hallmark as Timeless Radio, just to keep you entertained, informed, and inspired. Father CK, do us the honors and close for us so that we can end the live streaming session and go back to radio and enjoy some amazing, uplifting music.
Thank you very much, and I would want to make a very humble appeal for all these business persons who have been listening to us, that as you make those little and great profits, do not hesitate to share with me the little that you would want to top up the 40% I have for that Subaru that I've been wanting to buy. For the last 6 months, we have got 40%. I'm sure that if some of you with little profits and good profits, big profits, if they make some contribution, I will be able to move from 40% to 100%, and probably I become more efficient in the pastoral work that I'm doing every day. Let us pray. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, amen. God, our Heavenly Father, want to thank you for this session that we have had this evening. We are asking you that you have called us to be creditors, and people have trusted us with their money. As we were talking about building a credit-worthy business this evening, we are asking that what we have shared together may help us improve our attitudes and our point of view in making our business. We have seen defaulters who are not faithful in the little engagements you gave them, but we have also seen very faithful people. In the little you gave them, they walked out successful. There are so many businessmen and women listening to us out there, and there's a great season when we rush out for profits, even not thinking about your will. We pray that whatever they do, they may do it for the greater glory of your name. They may edify those who come to them as customers, that they may get quality for their money, so that they may be also working for their salvation. We thank you for this forum, the Father CK Foundation, for the great insight that you have given to Father CK and all the collaborators who come to us, talking to us on different points of view of looking life in a better way, so that our businesses may be life-giving, and unlike Cain, who wants to destroy everything around him, we may be tamed for the Lord. This is the grace that we are asking from you through Christ our Lord. The Lord be with you. And the Almighty God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Asanteni sana. Over to MC Majuri.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much, Father. That car is going to come your way sooner than later, Father. We are going to pray, and we are going to believe in God, and business people are going to send contributions. It is the least we can do to pay back for the wonderful messages, the wonderful work you're doing. So please share the number that we can use to send our support towards Father Wawero's automobile.
Mine is 0721 388 170. 0721 388 170.
0721388170. It would be a wonderful thing for one day Father to come here and say, people from the Timeless Business Show, from the Business Worship Hour, sent in contributions until I moved from 40% to 100%, and now I have a car. It is possible by the grace of God. And I know God is blessing the businesses that Father is always praying about. So if you're a business out there and you know you have been blessed by the messages Father Wawero keeps sharing with us, bless him with a little bit, a little share of that profit so that he can get an automobile. Send your contribution to this number, 0721. 0721. Maybe you are writing it down, so I'm going to read it slowly. 0721 388 170. Once again, to send some contribution towards the kitty so that Father Wawero can get a car to be moving around and be able to minister to us even better. Send it via M-Pesa to the number 0721 388 170. Mara ya mwisho, kama ulikuwa unatoa simu ndio utume 0721. Ninaona timu yangu ya technical imeweka hapo chini ya screen. Yes, that is the number we are using to bless Father tonight. 0721 388 170. We will keep doing this at the end of every business hour for the next few Thursdays until we get to 100%. We are at 40%, and Father will keep updating us. Tukienda 50, 60, 70, and very soon, very soon, Father, we are going to get to 100% by the grace of God.
Asante sana. It will produce the name Wilson Geshoke. For those who think that I'm not baptized, they will see my baptism name, Wilson.
Wilson Geshoke. Thank you, Father Wilson. Now. For everybody who has been with us since we started the show from 7 p.m. and we went live on Facebook and YouTube, thank you so much. May God bless you. Please join us. Every Thursday we are here with the Timeless Lounge. The show is Timeless Lounge on Timeless Radio. We call it the Family Fireplace, but on Thursday we talk about businesses because we have the Business Worship Hour that starts at 8. Now, before we go to the Business Worship Hour, from 7 p.m. to 8, we call it the Biashara Junction, and we market businesses there. And we talk about successful business. We invite guests who share business nuggets over there. So you have an opportunity, just like today we started by marketing one business with a video that talked about their products. We are inviting people who want to market their businesses, and that is the way you support Timeless Radio and you support the Father CK Foundation. Get in touch with us. The number is on my screen, 0723 938958. Call that number. Our team will get in touch with you, and we're going to shoot some nice videos for you to be able to market your business on this platform and also on other platforms. We just have to strike a deal with you. The other thing you could do that is going to be very simple that we are introducing on this show, you could record a short 1-minute audio clip which we can play on radio during this show, and everyone can get to know which is your business, where is it located, what do you sell, and what are your contacts, how can people find you. Record that in 1 minute and send it to that same number that is on the screen right now, 0723 938 958. And bila shaka, we are going to partner and market your business in the way that God wants us to do so that we can grow together, and that makes it for tonight's business edition of the Timeless Lounge. Thank you so much, and God bless you. For those of us who are watching the live stream, I'm going to end it right now. But for those of us who are on radio, come and join us. We want to go onto radio and enjoy some great, impactful, awesome music. God bless you, and good night from the big brother MC Mojuli. They call me Kaka Kubwa, the remnant of the flames. Asante sana.
For the CK Foundation, under the stewardship of Reverend Father Charles Kinyua, is a charitable trust that has come out to empower empower communities and support all aspects of family life. Initiatives like counseling, student mentorship, and education program support have seen so many lives changed. We would like to invite you to be a part of this noble cause. Talk to us today on our SMS or call line 07 58 51 6111, 07 58 51 6111, or visit our website at fatherck.org. At Father CK Foundation, we empower communities by supporting all aspects of family life.
Indeed, as we continue to invite people to partner with us in the Father CK Foundation, we are also glad to announce some amazing Christmas news, some great news this Christmas. If you're out there and you're wondering, how do I get a nice gift for for my family, for my wife, for my sister, for my parents, for my siblings, for my best friend, and you're really, sometimes it's hard to make a decision of what gift to give to a friend or to somebody you care about. Now, here at Father CK Foundation, we have put together some amazing gift hampers, some amazing Christmas gift hampers that you can buy, and these are just coming from the different shops and stores that have been open on the Timeless Emo, led by the Father CK online shop that sells amazing Christian merchandise, like what you're seeing on the screen right now. Those who are on video, Biblia ya Kiafrika is over there, very nice Bible, and coupled with it, you can see within the package there is a nice watch, and within the same package there is another product, and we have so many of these Christmas packages. Go on to the Timeless Email. In the coming few days, they are going to be posted there so that you can be able to get yourself or your friend or your family and friends an amazing Christmas gift hamper. See you next Thursday on the Timeless Lounge, Biashara edition, only on Timeless Radio, your timeless companion with the big brother himself, MC Mwajuli, aka Kaka Kubwa. Twende ndani ya radio mara moja.